fucking disgrace.
Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning into the live Party Up podcast, baby. We did it. We're here. We're live. We're excited.
3D. And in 3D.
3D. As you guys can hear and now see, I, of course, am your host, Eric Big MOSH. With me, as always, Mr. John Donadio, some bearded love. What's going on, my man?
What is going on, my dude?
Also with us, Mr. Jordan 7 of 7 TV. What's going on, my man?
Hey guys, none of you know I'm not wearing pants. Let's start the show.
Oh man, wow. All right, we got a lot of things to discuss this week. We got a lot to cover. First and foremost, I'm excited to be doing this a brand new way, guys. For us, it really isn't too different. It's the same day, same time, more or less, that we would normally pre-record the show. It would take some time sprucing up the audio, and then we would release usually weekly on Tuesdays, unless scheduling or whatever the fuck happens.
Right.
But we said, you know what? We really need to start utilizing our Twitch. Opening up video also allows us to drop our content on YouTube. So we said, let's just do it. There's no big difference. Yeah. The only difference is that Jordan
said that we should be recording with clothes on. So that was a big key.
Yeah. The downside is that Jordan just can't be as openly racist as he normally is, and then I have to end up cutting that. So
exactly,
but
all those comments about women's rights and how Derek is totally against them have to they go right down the shitter now.
I also need to stop denying the Holocaust.
Get rid of all that.
Oh my god!
No, John comes in with the hardest.
Yo, Mr. Yo, cut that. Mr. Yo, cut that. Just dropped the most wicked joke. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god!
On live broadcast on
it's
Twitch.
The first live one. You go bigger, you go home.
Go bigger, go home. This motherfucker sits here and reprimands us constantly for the shit we say, and he drops that. Oh my god! Holy shit!
That's not my favorite thing John's ever said. I don't. I've known you for years.
Hands down. Dude, left field.
Look, Skinny John's a different kind of John.
Yeah, Skinny John don't give a fuck.
Fuck yeah, let's get it.
Oh man. All right. So another good thing about this is that normally at the top of the show, I have to spew forth a plethora of links and social media and stuff. I don't have to do that anymore, because if you're joining us on Twitch, you can just click on the About Us section and it's all there. If you're joining us post stream and watching this on YouTube, click on the links in the description. And
smash
for those
like button.
Yeah, smash the like, subscribe, do that whole fucking shit. For those that are still catching the show audio only, either on Anchor.fm or on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, thank you for doing so. And if you haven't already, become part of the social media loop and staying up to date with everything. Jordan was nice enough to handle the responsibility of taking all of the shit we do and condensing it down to something very, very simple. So now if you go to Linktree, you can go ahead and find all of our stuff right there on one link. And I believe, because of course people have to be difficult, YouTube, and now Linktree, it is linktr.ee/Party Up Podcast, because I guess they just couldn't do Linktree or whatever. But yeah, that's the way that you can find everything, stay in the loop, and I'm excited, guys. Let's get into it. First and foremost, I gotta ask, how was everybody's week, John? Anything new? Anything fantastic happening in your life?
I continue to play Nier Replicant, just nonstop. I love it. I can't stop myself. It was also River's birthday weekend, so we
yes. Happy birthday, River!
Get it?
Yeah, happy birthday, River!
Yeah.
And also, just a quick shout out and a quick happy birthday to one of our previous hosts, Katie. Katie,
it's Katie's
McKinley.
birthday.
Yes.
Yeah, aka Gonna Shock Them. It is her birthday as well, so happy birthday,
happy
Katie.
Birthday, Katie! Yes.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. But the week's been good. I've been trying to hit my goals, trying to continue the weight loss, getting
baby.
Rip. Let's go.
Getting swole.
You know,
that's the term all the kids are using. Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. I visit my fortress of swolitude every day now.
You fucking chill.
All right, that's it. Stream's done. Stream's done. Stream's first a Holocaust joke. Now that line. Get the fuck off. Who are you? Who are you? You lose a couple of pounds and all of a sudden you're king shit. Get the fuck out.
Whatever. I don't even have a gym subscription. You're the one going to a gym. You fuck.
Don't gym shame me,
Mr. Skinny over here.
How dare you? How dare you? Listen, I don't know how many inches these pythons are, but baby, they'll run wild on you, okay? Yeah, man. I mean, listen, that's okay. So maybe I've kind of become a gym head the last 2 weeks. I mean, that's honestly my whole week.
Proud of you, buddy.
I know. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You know that.
The numbers on the scale have been a little up and down, but that's fine because my body's going through changes.
For a second time.
For a second time, yeah. My balls are finally dropping. It's amazing. It's fantastic.
You should cut that.
You should cut that out.
You should cut that.
Yeah, cut that. No, yeah, I mean it's been great, man. Honestly, like good. I've been hitting the gym 4 to 5 times a fucking week. I actually signed up so this way I can start working with a trainer once a week. Right. Just to kind of keep me on like A, accountable, and B, just mainly just keeping me on the right track as far as what I want my body to go through and like places I want to focus on and stuff like that. Because the weight loss game isn't just about the numbers; it's really about how you feel in your own body. And listen, don't get me wrong. I've always been a confident fucking guy, big or small. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of want to be able to take off my shirt this summer and not scare little children.
Fill out.
You're not scare small children.
Yeah, not have the public, vomit in front of me when I do so. Yeah.
Listen, if nobody vomited on a public beach when Chris Christie walked on, you're okay, I think.
Yeah, no, I should be fine, but just that's basically it, man. Just taking care of myself, taking care of the fam, and doing all that stuff. So, with everything that's actually opening up, he can wait. He gets enough fucking spotlight. Okay, this is me time right now.
Enough of
this is me.
Oh my god, we were just talking about this. How like the early episodes, we were like, "Oh man, you talk now. No, now it's your turn. Oh, we love you, man." Now it's like, no, fuck that. Enough of him. Just
Enough nonsense.
It was so quiet last week. You know what I mean? Like we just.
No. You know what? No, enough about me. No, it was. You know what? It was kind of quiet last week. Jordan.
I hope you didn't get used to it.
No. Trust me, never. Jordan just brings that level of urban swag that we need here on the show.
The exaggerated swagger.
The exaggerated swagger. Yes, of course. So Jordan, how was your week, man? We missed you.
Urban swag, you fucking moron.
Whatever.
No,
whatever. Listen, it's live. We're going live. Fuck it.
Shit's cool, man. We'll do it live. I'm fucking tired. I got up at 5 in the morning. What the fuck do you mean, what? I'm the only one who works out of the three of us!
Hey,
I work.
I work out.
Shut up.
Okay.
I work out.
You know what the best part about doing shit live too?
No,
one of the best parts of doing shit live, I'm sorry to cut you off, Jordan, because your connection already did that, is the fact that I can't edit out how shitty your fucking Wi-Fi is.
Nobody thought about that.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Mine's not great either.
If anybody wants to, if anybody wants to pay for Jordan's new Wi-Fi, we need it desperately, please.
That makes me sound pretty
10
poor.
cents a day. You too can help this new child in need with Wi-Fi that works.
Shit. Oh my god. Is that a child in Africa joke? Who the fuck is this guy right now?
No.
Who is that guy?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Dude drops a couple pounds and starts a live show, and suddenly, holy shit, he's a completely different guy at the
your live show hits different.
Yeah, live show hits different. Yeah.
Anyway, my week was fucking fun. No, shut up. Anyway, my week was nice. We were coming off of my birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Thank you, boys. I was on some guest shows. I'm gonna mention that shit at the end of the show and everything, but I've just been super busy, and I get on a plane in 7 hours to go to Myrtle Beach and just chill the fuck out and not think about it, anything, or either of you.
Bullshit, because you'll be back in time to be on the show next week. So
with Dungeons and Sandwiches.
Well,
Dungeons and Sandwiches was supposed to be this week, but somebody fucked up his whole fucking his whole schedule.
We'll be back, and I'll try and kill you in the fantasy world. So
yeah, he'll take it out on you in the fantasy realm.
He'll take it out on fucking Zephyr. You're such a
No, but I'm sorry, Jordan. I didn't mean to make you upset or anything. Like, tell me about your day, because I know you said that you had a early day, 5 a.m. You were working.
I woke up 5 a.m. I did some photography for my brother and my brother-in-law. They're on the same baseball league right now, and fucking did that. And then I'm ignoring the shit out of you and just continuing my day. You can kiss the fattest part of my ass. I don't care. And then I went to work from 11 to 6, and now here the fuck I am with you fucking
we
6-piece chicken McNobodies. So. So fuck off. Here we are.
We appreciate it, man. We appreciate it. We know that you've been super fucking busy handling shit in your own life, working like a fucking maniac, making shit happen for yourself. And like you said, you have to fucking worry about the upcoming trip. So we appreciate your time and your friendship, and we love you.
I appreciate both of your patience, no matter how facetious you're being right now.
No, I'm not being facetious. I am not. I genuinely missed you. I genuinely missed you, mainly because it's really hard to hold a conversation with John sometimes.
I just stood here.
I'm sure it's easier to hold a conversation with you, Derek. So, how was your week, man? Man, I don't think women should be able to vote. I don't think that's the thing, man.
This dude's gonna lay out that joke till somebody gets upset. Till somebody goes on to Twitter and be like, "Did you hear this no name fucking host of this no name podcast said something about women?" Oh my god, I never said that, and I never will. Let's move on, okay?
On air.
On air. What an asshole. All right, guys, let's get into this shit here. I've been having a fucking problem recently.
About what?
Share.
I don't know, man.
Share?
I'm fucking Jordan's tired of work, and I'm tired of being a nerd, man. I'm tired of keeping up with everything for the show. You know, people really don't understand. Like, listen, like I've said this before. Like when we did the spicy ramen shit and all this other stuff, I've said this before. Doing this, creating content to any degree, I always would be, you know, your general audience be like, how hard could that be? I could do that. Blah 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 blah. No, yeah, like yes, we're doing it, but it comes at a great cost: time, patience.
Bells.
Oh yeah, dude, it's yeah.
I got to my last couple of pounds through the spicy ramen challenge, so I really can't knock it too much.
The cleanse, yeah. You summon the cleansing.
I might do another one.
I still have a packet left, actually.
Yeah, I think I still have a few.
So yeah, maybe we'll do that again. But nah, man, you know what it is? It takes a lot of time and effort to put together everything, and then for the show, typically, well, now moving forward, we've kind of changed things up. But typically on the show, we say, okay, we kind of want to dedicate week by week to different topics: video games, anime, movies and film, and pop culture overall.
Sure.
Moving forward, we're kind of saying, you know what? Let's just kind of go with whatever's happening. Talk more about stuff we kind of really want to talk about, kind of instead of forcing the topics.
Yeah.
You know, and because ultimately I sat here and I was like, guys, what are we fucking doing? Like, I'm doing all this like crazy editing and taking up all this other time, and it's really hard to balance that and myself and the family and everything like that. Like, there's got to be a better way. And ultimately I sat here, I'm just like, yeah, I want to keep up with all of it, but it's fucking, I'm burnt out. I'm fucking burnt out, bro. I got a backlog bigger than the fucking Central Park Library. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't watch as many animes as I want to because there's just so fucking many. Like, dude, it's just, there's so much when it comes to being a nerd and stuff. And like everyone, I know someone's out there like, well, just focus on the things that you like, man. It's like, yeah, I get that. Personally, I understand that concept, but it's like, I do so much and we do so much for the show. It's like, I don't have time to really focus on the shit that I want. And the shit that I want is old as fuck at this point. So I'm burnt out. I'm completely fucking burnt out. I have a case of nerd burnout.
I'm not even just burnt out. I am overwhelmed sometimes by the amount of stuff that's out there, especially for me, where I came from watching Bob's Burgers for 5 years nonstop. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Then somehow we talked you out of that.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. And so now I am like overwhelmed with the amount of stuff. Yeah. And so now I'm like, you know, I watch things. I try and watch things not by like, I can't binge anything because I can't do that. I don't know why. I've never been able to. I can't binge anything. I watch a couple episodes and I walk away because I feel like I'm wasting my fucking time. You know what I mean? Like,
I think we talked about this too, where like, I don't know if it was the three of us or we had that conversation about how like, it's like a mental thing almost. Like there's a lot of people who like when they have like things like, I'm not putting you on the spot, we all suffer from it, but like anxiety and depression and things like that, like how you stay with the same shows and people like to stay with the same stuff because they know what's going to happen. They binge the things that they've binged for a long time. I did the same thing just because I know how it's going to end. There's no surprises or no shit like that.
Yeah.
There's really like a psychological like aspect.
Right. I know it's always gonna like, and I don't mind that like my show like Bob's Burgers continues to make episodes. I like that. You know what I mean? That means there is no end for a while, and I can continue to like rewatch and get to the certain point and rewatch and get to a certain point, and it's just one of those shows. Like, yeah, exactly. I laugh at all the same spots. I sing along with the songs. I'm a mess. I love it. You know what I mean? Like. So but now that I'm like reaching out, like I watched Witcher and I started watching other shows, like, but I can't binge, and once I lose interest, that I move on to the next thing. I can't sit there and like, because I have so much to catch up on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, sorry, I got distracted because for some reason your audio's coming in, but your video's like weird. So it's like
Mine
it looks like you're in a Japanese movie like dub over. So I get really distracted, but yeah, sorry about that.
No, you're good.
No, listen, dude, I completely agree. Like, I know where you're coming from when it comes to like losing interest in things. Like, I know there's plenty of times like
shows though.
Yeah, I know.
Like
It's
shows
with I
and
know it's
movies
with
and
shows.
stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like me and Jordan will be watching something and be like, "Yo, are we all watching this?" And you'll be like, "Yeah, I saw the first 2 episodes." And we're like, "Well, what? Well, we're like an episode or 2 ahead. Like, where are you? Why aren't you there with us if you're watching it?" And you're like, "Well, I just kind of fell off. Like, I just don't. Something happened in episode 2 that got me bored."
I still haven't finished Winter Soldier.
Oh my god! I mean, at this point, spoiler alert, we kind of all know what happens. But
I mean, I haven't seen any spoilers, but I also feel like I know what's going to happen.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
How have you just been spoiler free for like the majority of your life? You said you only got one thing ever spoiled for
One
you.
thing.
I don't get it. I don't understand it.
I have no idea. And I surf the internet. I surf the internet, you know, the same as everybody else.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, like I have no idea.
I don't get it.
Maybe we just follow the wrong people, Derek. Because like,
maybe we just have more friends than John does. Maybe that's it.
I don't even think that. I think we follow people with different like morality levels. Like,
yeah,
straight up. I think that in that way, like we follow people who maybe are just like, you know what, I want to talk about what happened in the episode, and maybe a lot of. I don't know.
And I guess I follow people that know the one nerd rule you don't break. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if people throw their opinions out. It's fine. That's great. Like, you liked it, you didn't, or whatever. But like, I never get spoiler stuff. I don't know why.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's another thing that was fucking pissing me off too. I talked about it with our review of fucking Mortal Kombat. Yeah, last week's episode. I was getting all pissed off, and that's another thing that adds to my burnout because it's
because you feel like you have to keep up.
Yes, if not, then it's gonna get fucking ruined for me. And it's just like, oh my god, like it's too much, man.
There's a big difference between like wanting to keep up with everybody else and genuinely wanting to keep watching these episodes because you want to fucking watch it.
Right.
I think there's a big difference in that.
Yeah. I think honestly, like, so like your whole thing is with shows mainly, John, that where you got
because like with video games, I keep up for the most part. Like you guys know me, like I'm always moving on to the next game. Like I'm always like, oh, you guys should download this. This is I am okay with video games. I know they come out a dime a dozen and they're constantly falling on us. But like for me, now I only stick to the ones that I know I want to play, or I want my friends to try, or I like want like, you know, I've been playing Nier Replicant nonstop, but like every once in a while I'll go into Genshin Impact, or I'll go into such and such, or I'll do whatever, or I just pre-ordered fucking Biomutant because I don't know what this game is, but I can't stop looking at the trailers.
Biomutant.
It's a furry thing.
It comes out.
It's a furry.
It's not even. It's like if they took like
hey man, no shame.
Like Skyrim and a couple other games, and you're like raccoon people, you know, like, or like mouse people. I don't know what it is, but
so
you gotta watch the trailer for Biomutant. I'm telling you. It is a wild ride. So I pre-ordered it. I'm like, it comes out at the end of the month. I'm like ready for it.
Yeah,
I have no idea what comes out in between because I haven't even checked, but I'm sure there's something because there's always something.
Yeah,
it's a very adventurous Ratchet and Clank, which, if you don't know, is also a furry thing. So it's cool.
Now it is with girl
Ratchet,
with the girl version of Ratchet or Clank. I don't know which is which. I never played the games.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never.
I assume Clank is the robot that has the beak, right?
Yes.
It's
a proper assumption.
That makes sense.
Based on just the name, Jordan, what's the media that burns you out the most? To be completely honest,
it's a good ass question, man. Wow, that's a really good question. I don't experience a shit ton of burnout in my life. I'm very entertained by things for a very long time. You know what? I guess like like popular, like okay, like popular people who are on like YouTube and like content creators and shit like that. There is a strange plethora of shit out there to watch. I was a massive fan of a lot of different like, I guess like shows, and like there have been certain like let's play shows that are like, I get it, it's let's plays, whatever, cringy, but like it's like genuinely entertaining people who are just playing a video game that I'm probably not going to pick up myself, so I get to see them play it. Cool, whatever. I could be a fan of that. It's not. It's the least offensive thing in the world. Sure. But like when you're on like episode 97 of your Animal Crossing Let's Play, and like it's you and every other motherfucking creator out there, it's like, bro, this shit's too fucking much. Like, I'm sorry, but like there's a lot of fucking talented people out there, and then there's also like people who understand the
oh.
No.
There's
there it
people
is.
who like kind of found YouTube's algorithm. Fucking shut up. It's gonna come back. We all know it's gonna come back.
Oh man.
All right. No, it's like there's a lot of content creators out there that are popular, but there's also people who found out YouTube's algorithm. So they fucking follow it by like, oh, we gotta have like 2 videos at like 10-minute lengths every single day for 5 days a week, and it's like, by following them and getting the most monetary gain, you're fucking pissing your fucking fans off, because your fans like you because of a certain thing, and because, you know, eventually you hit that money hungry like giant, you get to that point where you're not doing a thing because you like it anymore. You're doing this because you're trying to keep your sub count and keep your clout count, and you're trying to keep the sponsors happy. Yeah, like that's stop.
Right.
Like,
I believe the term you're thinking of is sellout. I think that's
no, but see, I don't even think it's
no. I think they're like buy-ins.
No, real talk. Like honestly, I don't. As far as the whole sellout argument goes, I don't think it's that, because when you're a fan of somebody, you want them to quote unquote sell out in a way. Like you want them to get a monetary gain from the thing that entertains you and millions of other people so fucking much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you always know that it hits that limit when they start censoring themselves, or they start changing themselves, or they move away from the thing that made them popular in the first place in order to chase that monetary gain. Whereas there are other more, you know, sound people who like, they keep the game in check. They're like, this is what I like doing, and I'm not going to fucking, you know, move on that. I'm not going to budge on that. But, you know, if it makes me money, hooray. If somebody else is looking to give me money for something that's not me, I'm not going to fucking chase that shit. You know?
Right.
So, I don't know. I get burnt out on creators and shit like that, because I'm a fan of a lot of them. I want to become one myself, but I want to be that type. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's strange. I think there's a lot of fucking people out there who are just every single day, man. These little kids, they grab a camcorder and just fucking think that they're going to be the next, like, you know, Jake Pauls and Let's Players and shit. And I'm like, go fucking
camcorder.
Like,
what is this, 98? Holy shit.
I know. I don't know why the fuck I said camcorder. I should have said their phone. iPhone
Webcam,
12. Like,
anything more current. This dude is. This
like,
dude
that's a
complained.
normal word that everyone uses. I don't know why I didn't catch that.
This dude complains about us using old fucking memes and shit on our promos, but he pulls out camcorder in the middle of an argument.
God,
Jordan, I need you to do me a favor too. I need you to fix your glasses.
Who?
They're broken.
They're broken?
I snapped them at a photo shoot, dude. I broke them.
Oh no!
My other pair
I'm like, what?
Around here.
I was like, why is his glasses like on an angle? My bad.
Yeah. I broke him on a photo shoot. They just
He's got uneven ears, bro. Don't call him out on live like that. What the fuck?
I know.
That's why he wears the. That's why he wears the headset like that, bro.
No, I thought the headset was like skewing it, like it was like sitting like this, and I was oh, yo.
It just does that. I'm sorry.
All right, my bad.
Listen, to talk about your streamer, your not content creator burnout. You know what it is? It's the pandemic really just made that market like crazy.
Oh fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, but that's the thing too. Like before that, it was you already had little kids and high schoolers and shit talking about, oh, dude, let's start a fucking YouTube channel, bro. We're gonna be huge, bro. No, you're not. Chill the fuck out. We've talked about this on the show before.
No, we have. It's just interesting because where do we fall?
We fall as in 3 people who understand that we're having a good fucking time. We're not sitting here every day going, what's gonna get us $1 million? Right. That's not what the fuck we're doing. That's we're having true. We're friends who talk on and off these fucking recordings. That's
Sorry.
Damn.
Let me guess. That's from Bob's Burgers.
No, actually, that's from Homestar Runner.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
I didn't mean to cut out. You could have kept talking over me singing, and I wasn't like I wasn't trying to interrupt you for.
No, we wanted. I don't
remember where the fuck I was.
Yeah, it was glorious pipes of yours. It distracted us. Nah, man. I don't know, dude. Everything is just fucking. Everything burns me out, and like mentally, I'm in a really weird spot because like. So something will come out, right? Like new whatever, new game, new show, whatever the fuck.
Right.
And typically I don't jump on it right away because whenever something new comes out, you have the hype train. You have everyone jumping on top of it and be like, oh my God, this, oh my God, that, blah, 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 blah.
Every time.
And I wait because I don't know what it is. Like I've never been the type of dude like this really like screws me up as far as like when music comes out too. Like this is kind of always how I've been. Like people be like, oh, did you check out that band's newest album? I'm just like, nah, like I'll check it out like whenever. And it'll be like a month or 2 after whatever the fuck time frame after they've released it and people kind of stop talking about it. And that's when I get into it. And that's when I go ahead and I watch something or I'll listen to something or I'll play something. And I don't know why. I don't know what it is when something new comes out and everyone's freaking out about it that makes me like it turns it off. It's a turn off for me. Like when it comes to like new shit. Like don't get me wrong, like shit like Falcon and Winter Soldier and like the Marvel shit and stuff like that. Like a big part of it is that I'm also kind of like a fanboy for a lot of that shit. But you know we talk about it here on the show. So a part of me kind of like I kind of force myself, and that goes back to like the spoiler shit. That some things that I'm just like, oh, if I don't see this, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna get spoiled on it, and then that's just gonna fuck up the whole thing. If I could not worry about.
No. If I could like All Might give you my hair so that you could get my superpower of never being spoiled by things, I would give it freely to both of you.
But then you'd have to eat hair, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, you're eating hair. It's a give or take, right? You never get spoiled, or you're eating one hair. You know, big deal. You know?
Whatever. I eat hair all the fucking time, literally.
Right? Like I mean, it's literally like what am I gonna do?
I'm perfectly clean. I don't know what the fuck you barbarians are doing. Anyway, so
throw my beard. Throw my beard into a fist.
It's funny you say that, Derek, because like I did that same thing with like there was the big 3 for a really long time, which was Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, and Walking Dead, and I did that with all 3 fucking things. But there's also like a hipster element to it. There's something about just like you have a dislike towards things that are popular, and you tried to say that I did this, and I don't do this. I don't feel this. Like I'll watch those things, and I got into them for a short time, like after they were finished and came out.
Oh, I don't. It's not like I have a hatred for that stuff because I'm just like, oh, it's popular, so I hate it. I don't do that shit. I don't give a shit if it's popular. I want shit to be popular. I hate it because it's garbage. Why? or excuse me. That I believe that it is garbage.
In your opinion, it's garbage.
In my opinion. No, it's because you don't understand how I say shit. It's just my opinion. That's what it is. In my opinion, I dislike all of that stuff because I don't like it. So that kind of hype, that kind of stuff that people that think it's popular, that's fine. I don't care if you like something. I don't care if people like stuff. I just don't like it, and so I think it's garbage. But I say that as personally me saying I think that shit is garbage. Okay.
Okay. No, I wonder that sometimes because, like, have you seen any of those? Because I just wonder why. Because these arguments that we have always start with those shows can eat my ass, and I'm like, how could you say that? Like, have you? Like, and not even like as a
Game of Thrones first season, perfect, love it. Can't say anything bad about it. Second season, dropped me off. I don't give a shit at that point because they've totally fucked the books up literally at the start of season 2.
That's what it is.
I
fucked the books up.
Yep.
And not only that, but he continued to do this show and change things because he never finished the books like a fucking greedy mongrel that he is. And that guy could eat my ass too. I watched Walking Dead for like 2-3 seasons. What was the farm season? Was that season 2?
I've never watched any of those shows.
With like the governor and shit.
No. It was way before that. I lost track at like season 2 after they're on a farm and a little girl disappears and they're hanging out at the farm and then they find out the guy has zombies in his farm, right? And like everything screams, the little girl is in the fucking barn, and they spent 2 seasons trying to find this little girl. And guess what? Spoilers, she was in the fucking barn.
I don't think... Okay, first of all, not everything screamed she was in the barn. That's... Yes. I don't know what you're talking about. When I found out she was in the barn, I was like, what the fuck? I did not know she was in the barn.
Oh my God.
Are we doing a Walking Dead podcast now? Like, what is this? What's happening right now?
I'm just saying. He asked about these shows, like, did I ever watch them and why I hate them? I'm just saying.
No.
Yes, I've watched this shit.
I understand where you're coming from.
John gives things a chance before completely shitting on them. He does.
Yes,
he does
I will
consume.
always abandon things.
Yeah. He'll just, Now, so, I don't know,
I'll jump
man.
ship immediately. I have no qualms about it.
Yeah, the littlest thing will have John go, this is fucking bullshit, and then he'll be
I
like,
don't need this shit in my life. You think I need this shit in my
clicked
life?
it off. Yeah, I don't need this shit in my life.
I figured it out because you and me and Derek sometime. No. Seriously, this is a camaraderie thing.
Oh, okay.
You and me and Derek Derek all the time. He fucking always does this. We all do this. We are very top shelf with our anger. When we hate something, we're not just like, oh, shit pisses me off. We are always like, this should fucking die. And this is why. The greatest thing you could do is kill yourself. Like, we go to the top shelf with shit.
Yeah, it's true.
So, like, that's why when we get in conversations about, like, those big shows and shit like that, the first response is like, those shows can eat my ass, which prompts me to be like, why can they eat your ass?
And then I get to sit and yell at about them for 20 minutes.
Yeah. Let's not get into a Pokemon conversation here, guys. Let's not get into that.
Actually,
listen, it's just because we're passionate about the things that we like and that we enjoy.
We're passionate about the things
and more so the things that we hate.
Even more passionate for things that we hate. Yes, thank you.
About the shit we hate.
High five.
Absolutely. That's it. I don't know, man. I'm in a weird fucking spot, and I just don't have answers for myself because, like,
what is it that you're like looking like? Do you need? You want me to print out a schedule that you can watch it on? Like, I don't understand what you need.
You guys didn't let me finish saying what I had to say. You guys just started talking about fucking Game of Thrones and shit. Now, as I'm thinking about like what I want to say, I'm like really thinking about it, and I realize how much of a fucking psychopath I might be because like I just said, I don't jump on the hype trains, right? So I wait until I feel like it's time for me to enter that world and like partake in that content.
Like it's been around the track a few times and now you're getting on, you bought your ticket later.
But here's the problem that I have is that sometimes I wait too long and it keeps going. And at this point, I have no chance of catching up. And I sit here and go, well, I'm not sitting through 6 seasons of whatever fucking show
like
to catch up on.
999 episodes of One Piece. You sure you don't want to catch up with me? I'm trying.
Never gonna happen, bro. Never gonna fucking happen. Nope. Never gonna happen. Show me the highlight reel. Show me the top tier fucking clips.
It's literally
right.
Give me the clip notes.
Rubberman gets powers of his rubber powers, and then he goes on a killing spree of every pirate, and then they all befriend him. That's it.
I didn't
That's
really
the show.
ask for this.
Thanks for coming to my One Piece review.
It's literally
that's it.
Here's my review. It's the Simpsons of anime. Continue.
Wow. I can see
He's
that.
not wrong. I mean,
I'm never wrong.
It's a great show, though. I enjoy it. I'm sorry, we interrupted. Go ahead. Continue what you were saying. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, so I do this with everything. I avoid the hype train. I wait too long, and then by the time like I do get into shit, it's like it's dead content at that point, and it's like I don't. Do I even bother?
So maybe don't get on at the station. Maybe just wait one round of it instead. Like
I don't know, man. I've been saying so you guys brought up Game of Thrones, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying to myself that I want to check out Game of Thrones fucking forever. Since forever. And I've just never done it. I just never done it. A most recent example is so there was all this hype about the Demon Slayer movie, the anime.
Yeah.
And everyone's like bugging out about it. And I was like, "Oh, okay." I never watched the anime because when the anime got released, every cosplayer and their fucking mother decided to cosplay Demon Slayer. And all the anime weebs were just like, oh my god, this is the best thing to happen to anime since fucking anime. Like, and then I never watched it. And guess what? I'm on like episode 5 or 6 now, and I'm like, why the fuck did I never watch this?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, why not jump on the train if something looks interesting to you?
I don't know.
What is it that like annoys you so much about
people and
popularity?
Yes! I think that's what it is. We touched base about this. We touched base about how like certain fandoms ruin shit for people.
Yeah, all right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they get too fucking crazy. Yeah. And I really think that's what it is. I think that like when new shit comes out, like I am dying to watch Invincible, right? Which is based off, I believe, a graphic novel or a comic book series. Yeah. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My wife wants to watch Invincible, but I have not seen a single episode because everyone keeps fucking talking about Invincible. And I don't know what it is. I'm just like, meh, all right, I'll wait.
But
whenever.
Why can't you be a fan and not be a fan of the part of the fandom? You know what I mean?
Because then you get lumped together.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a social stigma. There totally is. Because like I remember that I was.
Yeah, but you're a fan of Kojima, and I don't consider you part of that fandom.
Aw. That's like the sweetest thing John's ever said to me. Holy shit.
That is.
Thank you. Yes.
Because they're horrible people. They're horrible people.
Yeah, well, but that's what I mean. Like, you could be a fan.
There was a time, well, yeah, exactly. Because there was a time where when I was like starting The Walking Dead, like The Walking Dead is still going right now, obviously. Because they just don't know how to quit.
Right.
So like, it's fucking insane. They need that fucking ending.
Yeah, they're milking that cow.
There was a time where I was starting to talk about how much I liked it. And then, like, I was super being lumped together with people who are, like, stupid crazy about that shit. And then I was just like, oh, fuck, I don't really like how this feels. Like, it totally is a people thing because, like, going back to the whole, like, I watch a lot of YouTubers shit. Mm-hmm. I can tell you guys right off the bat, there's a lot of people that over the years I've unsubscribed to just for the fact that they got too fucking popular. Like, I remember following lots of people that I like. I know, it sounds crazy. It sounds hipstery as fuck. But it's like, I remember following certain people like speedrunners, like Let's Play shit like that, just people who were entertaining me that like when they got into like the 2 million mark, I was just like, this shit just isn't what it was. And I just unfollowed because I wasn't watching their shit anymore.
I've been listening to the McElroy brothers from like my brother and me for years, and their fandom has exploded, and I'm like so happy. You know what I mean? Like I like that I was an early fan and that, you know, I'm still a fan. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't go like, I don't know. I feel like there is a way to separate people from the fandom itself, even if they're a fan of something. Like, I'm a fan of Star Wars. Everyone knows that. Mm-hmm. But, like, I'm not a Star Wars fan. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like, one of the fandom that, like...
That's another thing, too. and I've thought about this shit, and I've said it on the show that I'm not exactly the resident Star Wars person here. I really don't know a lot about it. But a big reason why I never fucking got into it is because everyone around me who talks about nerdy pop culture shit ceases to shut the fuck up about Star Wars.
Because
and
it's a staple.
Yeah,
it is a staple, and I'm not fucking like deterring that. You're absolutely correct. Star Wars is up there in Nerd Hall of Fame. It just is.
Sure, yeah.
You know? Right. But that also a thing that can be detrimental to some fans and some nerdy people who are just like,
I mean, it might be
this.
It might be a staple in nerd culture, but there's plenty of shitty Star Wars stories. You know what I mean? Like,
but can that turn you off from it? You know, what I'm saying.
No, I still love Star Wars.
Yeah,
maybe not you, but like people like me,
right? But see, here's the thing. Okay, so going with what you're saying and with what I just talked about, like for myself.
Yeah,
I'm not a a Star Wars fan. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those guys. But like I really love Star Wars, and I've like nice I'll watch the movie and back when the movies came out like to the theaters and stuff like that. I'd go to the theater and see the movies and stuff like that. Like, and I'll play the games and things like that. But like, I don't know, like that doesn't bother me. Yeah. I don't know, and we know that there are some crazy fucking Star Trek fans, Star Wars fans. You know what I'm saying? That they're crazy motherfuckers out there. But for some reason, when it comes to that particular franchise, I have no problem with it. I have zero problem with it, and I'll stay up to date with whatever they're coming out, new stuff. The same thing goes with Marvel. Like I don't know why. Like with Marvel, I'm like all about it, but there's like certain things that
Marvel's got tough fanboys.
Oh yeah, no, 100%, 100%.
I think what we hate about this whole thing, I think it's those gatekeepers that are like the assholes when it comes to, and I know that term is like a really annoying term to a lot of people, but they really are gatekeepers.
Yeah,
they really
100%.
are like the most annoying and the most like, well, if you weren't a fan when it started, then you can go fuck yourself. It's like I made sure that they had the spirit of the fucking you can go fuck yourself.
That's what dude, I do that all the time with fucking
fuck those neckbeards.
I don't do that, but I fucking hate people who do that shit all the time with Avatar. It's like when it went back on Netflix and then all those new people came in, I made that fucking YouTube video. I was like, yo, if you want to watch this shit, like, welcome, hit me up. Let's fucking talk about it. Like, I wanted this. I've told you guys, I've wanted Avatar to be as fucking popular as Harry Potter is because it's infinitely better, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No,
my whole thing's like, but it's never gonna, and other people feel that way, but what the fucking gatekeepers don't understand, it's never gonna get that way if you don't let other motherfuckers in and throw their theories into things and be, because people say some off shit about Avatar sometimes. People like to say that it's canon that Zuko and Sokka like are in love with each other. Like that shit.
We had one episode together.
Yeah, because they had one fucking journey episode together. And like logically, that's just not how the show is written. Right, but you have these people who say that. So just like let them say that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's fine. Yeah, it's not true, but you don't have to be the one hulking in talking about none of that gay shit in the four nations. Like that's not how it happens.
Well, the show's all about love and acceptance of everybody.
Yeah,
exactly. Like you find out in the comments that most of the airbenders were homosexuals.
Really?
Oh, that's great.
Wow.
That's just hell yeah. You hear about it with like Avatar Yang Chen and shit like that. A lot of them were like gays and lesbians, but in the air nomad culture.
Progressive.
I love it. But that's the thing is like I came to the Avatar, story and everything during
Welcome.
Yeah, like during when it came out on Netflix for the first time, and I still haven't watched Korra, but whatever.
Yeah, me neither.
Bro, you would love.
I know. Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like I don't know.
I was watching Korra last night.
I go. The worst part is that every time I start, I go, no, I know this is the end of Avatar. You know what I mean? Like I just want to.
But you got to tell yourself, number one, it's not, because you can read the graphic novels and it tells you what happens after the series. And number two, they're making more shit with Avatar Studios, my guy.
Oh, that's right. That's true. They are doing that stuff.
Don't look at it as the end, but be thankful it had a beginning.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, thank you, Iro.
Thank you, Iro.
Where's your tea, buddy? Listen, I gotta watch Korra too. Actually, it's really funny. My kids loved Avatar. We watched it together.
You told me about that,
yeah. And not too long ago, actually, my daughter had asked me about watching Korra because she saw it like on the list. So she's like, "Oh, how come we never watched this?" And we just haven't done it.
Got around to it.
Yeah, we never got around to it. But that's on the list of things to do. Actually, side story, Jordan, you'll be super proud.
Okay, I'm gonna start tonight.
Yeah, there you go. So there's a collectible shop that's like a 10-minute walk from where my son does Taekwondo. So I'll drop him off for class, and then I'll take a walk over there and like see what's going on or whatever. So one day I went. Actually with our old co-host Juan, he joined me for the day. We went over to the shop and we're checking out a couple comics or whatever, and my daughter was with me, and I was like, if you want, pick out a book or whatever you want, like go ahead. There's like they had like a children's section, like children's graphic novels and comics and stuff. Cool. And she comes over and she hands me, she's like, I want this, and it was a Airbender fucking side story based on oh my god, her character name is slipping. Oh my god, I can't believe this. I'm blanking on her name.
The Airbender?
No. Oh my god.
Puff?
No, the other girl.
Katara,
thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's just a terrible brain fart. It was based on it's a story based on Katara and the pirates.
Oh, that's the new one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's the newest. I think it's the newest one. Yeah.
Yeah. So she picked it out, and she was just like, "This one." I was like, "Okay, an Avatar fucking graphic novel? Yeah, sure, great. Go for it, absolutely."
Let's fucking go, girl.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So
but that's what I mean. Like, it's. I feel like it's. You want new fans, and that's not just Avatar. That's all that stuff. But again, then some of them can fall to the dark side and become those people, but others will be like, oh, this is a fandom for everyone, and I think we need more of that and less of the gatekeeper bullshit, and I think that's what turns a lot of people off the shows.
No, 100%. Listen, I completely agree that gatekeeping to any extent, no matter what,
you watched The Mandalorian and didn't watch all 9 Star Wars movies. Excuse me, 11, including a Star Wars solo film, and like, fuck off. Just let people watch The Mandalorian. Shut up.
One thing, yes, I agree. The gatekeeping stuff can definitely be a downer for people because then they're just like, I don't want to deal with that those type of people. Right. So I don't even want to bother with that culture. I don't want to deal with that type of fucking media. I don't want to watch the show because people are just dickheads. And I get that. For me, it's not really that, but I can see how for some it definitely does play a role because no matter what you're in, music, fucking watching your shows, anime, whatever, yes, that gatekeeping is a big fucking problem. The big realization we have to make as John is just like fucking, what is this, fucking Twister?
I'm sorry. I'm
sorry. Am I boring you, John?
No, I started to readjust because I fucked the whole thing up. I fucked it all up.
Oh my god! I'm in the middle of my exposition here, and you fucking.
John said, "You are so boring. I just have to do some fucking technical stuff right now because."
It's all right. I've looked down at my phone like both times John was saying a bunch of shit. So
yeah, I see me too. I saw him.
Forgetting that I'm on video.
What were you talking about? I wasn't paying attention. I had no idea what you were just saying.
Fuck, what was I saying? Now I don't fucking remember. The realization that people fail to come to is that all fandoms, all of them, are all-inclusive fandoms. Like, I don't understand how you can be a fucking into the Marvel universe and not want everyone to be into it, or a Star Wars fan and want everyone to be into it, or an anime and not want more people. Like, yeah, that's the point. The way that people get more content from the sources that they enjoy is by allowing other people to watch it and the general audience to get into it and everything like that. So all the gatekeepers can, yes, go fucking take a short walk off a long pier. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But people need to realize that yeah, all fandoms should include everybody. But like I said, it's not really, I don't know what it is, man. I think it's like a weird fucking combination of things, maybe between people, the hype train and everything like that, how quickly things go. And as far as like release, like we've talked about this ad nauseum when it comes to video games. Video games is like the biggest fucking culprit of like the release schedules, because you had brought up a good point once, John, on the show, where you're just like, you know, maybe we are getting like a normal once. We are like actually getting like a normal schedule of releases from the studios we enjoy, but because there are a plethora of them at this point, and there are a lot of big companies now making games, that they're all just kind of happening at once, and we sit here like, what the fuck do I do? How do I juggle all of this shit?
Right.
So,
well, because you remember when we were younger, especially. Nintendo and a few third-party people that made things for Nintendo, and then Sega Genesis, and then Super Nintendo. You know what I mean? Like, it was always just like one company or two companies making games, and you could kind of spread through some of the stuff thinking whatever. As we got older, and then PlayStation came into the thing, and Xbox, and like they made their own stuff, but also licensed out to 100 other companies, along with Nintendo did the same thing. So now you have all three systems with, you know, whatever. And it's just like, so there's so much of it, even though it's fairly like the same, it's just like everybody's posting, you know, a game over, you know, it's like everyone expects, you know, a studio to have a game, you know, like once every 3 years, but like, so like all of these studios just keep putting shit out like in this stacked, you know, uniform, you know, ridiculous shit. So it feels like an avalanche.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. That's always been like one of my biggest like burnout situations, is like trying to get through all the new games that I do want to play. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of titles that come out throughout a year where I'm just like, oh fuck, like, yeah, I want to play that, I want to play this, I want to play that. But yeah, I guess maybe that's another thing that's changed now that I kind of think about it, is like not just everything that you said, but like the content itself. Video games themselves have developed so much. They're so much bigger and grander than they used to be. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like complain, is like, oh, that game's too short, or this game's too short. And it's like, yeah, but those games from the past were only meant to be X amount of time when you play. Like, you play through the adventure and that's it.
Also because of spacing. You know, we have so much, we could put so much into a game now. Like, one disc has, you know, so many gigabytes of information. Whereas like we were working with 16 bits back then, you know, like it was a lot, you know, there was a lot of stuff you could put into those.
100%.
I've always said this, how like I feel like a lot of that stuff back then it wasn't bred by choice, but it was bred by the limitations that they had, which is what shaped what the fuck we do. Like, look at Super Mario, for example. When you look at the 8-bit Super Mario games and shit like that, he only looks the way he looks because the character model had to be a certain amount of pixels high, so they had to add a hat onto the model they already had for them. And that turned into the guy who now throws his hat and turns into a giant T-Rex. Like, those minute decisions became something that was a staple in a multi-billion-dollar character in video gaming now.
Same with his mustache. His mustache is a famous story too. Yes, where they like just colored it by accident, and like they just ran with it, and then it looked like an Italian mustache. So they were like, "He's an Italian plumber, I guess."
That's so crazy. Yeah, man. I mean, what games back then? What? Handful of hours, maybe. Not replaying them, playing them from start to end. 10, 20 hours, maybe.
If that. No, some of those older games.
That's pushing it. And now we're looking at, if a game isn't 40 hours plus, it's garbage. Everyone sits there and complains like, I'm spending this game's too short. What do you mean? What do you mean only 40 hours? Why don't I have 600 plus hours of content like, and story and side shit, all that stuff.
That werewolf game, main story, maybe 16 hours gameplay, and I loved every second of it. It's like I didn't want more. I mean, like I wanted more because I wanted to play more.
Right,
you know
but then give me
like,
a sequel. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second game.
Yeah.
Give me something else to expand on the story and stuff like
They
that.
make a Werewolf 2, I'm all over it.
I gotta play that. See,
over
that's another fucking game that I
Yeah.
was all hyped for. We saw trailers for and everything like that. We talked about it on the show a long time
It's
ago.
a hack and slash with a werewolf, and it's fucking
like
glorious.
how can you not fucking enjoy that? But like another game, just haven't done it. Still, I just started playing Ghost of Tsushima. Like I just started. Both of you guys finished that shit, did the multiplayer, all this other shit. I just started.
Yeah, we did. I'll do multiplayer again. That was multiplayer's great.
I mean, I haven't even gotten that far. I don't think
play it, and then we'll let us know, and we'll download the thing again. I'll do it.
That was so goddamn fun. But like, that's also why like the high score was implemented, because that was the way to be like, nah, the game can go on forever. Just keep on shooting those little ships in Galaga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah,
just because it's, and then it's all about like, it used to be the concept of compare your score to other people. That's what we're doing. You don't just get to the final castle in Mario and win. No. You see what you can get your score to be. How fast what can your time score be? How many coins can you collect in each level? That all adds up to the score.
Replay value, boys. That's what they tried to do. Yeah,
that's right.
They had to compensate for the game being short. They had to figure out different ways in which to play the game.
Can you imagine?
We get that now too.
Can you imagine gatekeeping, but like back in the era of when Super Mario came out? Like,
I'm sure it happens.
Like,
I'm sure there were fucking basement dwellers out there, as I sit in mine. You know, like
I know where all the warp zones are.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, you're a Super Mario fan, but you don't even know how to find the secret flute that allows you multiple levels.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Like, no, I like to play all the boards. Oh, you're not a true Mario fan.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you know there were people like that even back then, man. But that's the thing, dude.
I guess that's always existed.
Yeah. I mean, 100%, because there's always some asshole out there
that wants to feel
like,
superior.
Yeah. I know it all. I know everything there is to know about this.
Just like that's fucking insane. That's not even just like that's not even just like nerdy shit. That's like a lot of different things in the world. Like I go online and I want to try out for the clan, and they're like, you're not what we're looking for, and I'm like, like okay.
Fine.
Aryan Brotherhood, my ass. There's nothing Brotherhood about this shit. You guys are mean.
You guys are mean.
Wow, it only took Jordan a little over an hour for his racist joke. Can you fix your glasses, dude?
He said they were broken.
So fucking tired of the two of you. I really am.
I was gonna bring up my next point.
They're now more broken.
Oh my God.
I'm just gonna say they're probably more broken now.
Oh my God, it's all right, Jordan. I have your Amazon. I have your address saved on my Amazon.
So annoying.
I don't know, man. It's just so much. I'm talking about video games. I'm thinking about it now too. Fucking keep it short and sweet sometimes. Like, I appreciate shit like that. That's actually why I like indie games. I feel like are better sometimes because they're short, simple, sweet, to the point, not a bunch of bullshit. But then you have games that are like 80 plus hours just to complete the regular shit. Then you have DLC. Then you have multiplayer. Then you have endgame content. One of the biggest things.
Yeah, but you're one of those players too that like you have to play the whole fucking game and completionist and then delete the game and never play it again. So like, just jump from game to game.
Can I just say? I'm sorry.
I was gonna get into it. But everyone wants to jump down my throat.
I'm agreeing with you, you bitch. Do you want me to not?
No, he doesn't need your help.
No,
stay out of it.
Fuck you, John. Say what you're gonna say, Jordan. I'm giving you the floor.
God.
For once, I actually want you to speak.
After the divorce, I want to go live with mom because fucking
bullshit.
Dad, you're fucking up.
What? Oh my God.
Your mom, Derek.
You pointed the wrong way.
You're this way on my screen.
Let's say your point.
All right,
get to the point.
What I was gonna say was I actually 100%ed a few games this month and last month.
Nice.
Like Miles Morales, a couple things. It was my first experience actually sitting there and being like, you know what? Let's let like my ADD kind of take the wheel for a little while and just like go through or ADHD, whatever. Fuck you. And just go through just take the wheel for a little while and just like see if I can complete everything. And I did that with a couple of games. And then after I did it, I was overwhelmed with this sense of Derek was right. I never have to pick this up again. Like, I never have to pick this up again.
Right.
He was absolutely correct. What the fuck am I going to do in Miles Morales? I've done everything, unlocked everything. I did everything I had to do.
That's a single-player game. That's different. When you 100% a single-player game, there really is no reason to play it ever again. You know what I mean?
What's the difference between a single game? No, the only argument that you're going to have
that you play with your friends and hang out and chat and bullshit and do things, right? You 100% that game, and you just got to delete it, right? Your friends aren't having fun with you. Just delete it. That's fine.
He's so upset about Battlefront. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. I'm airing all the dirty laundry right now, boys. John is pissed because we all were playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 and having a great old fucking time, having a blast, okay? But because John decides to harp on the one thing he loves and enjoys the most, okay, and he won't expand his horizons when it comes to content and media.
It wasn't the only game he did it with.
It was the only game you were playing for months, bro. I platinumed the shit out of it. I was like level 200 of my characters. We sat
went
there.
up against people that were level 500.
We sat there and made fun of those people. We sat there and we're just like, look at fucking level 900 over here, playing way too much fucking Battlefront.
Playing a game, we're having a good time. Let's delete Avengers.
And then I moved on to other games that we could multiplayer and play together and have a good time.
Ghost of Tsushima, I guess. Until he
I have Ghost. I still play Rocket League. I fucking was playing Red Dead with you guys. There was a list of games that we could have played together.
Derek, I'm sorry. If Rocket League had a way to 100% that game, I feel like you'd get it.
Guess what? I'm 2 trophies away from 100%ing all of it, the DLC and everything. 2 trophies.
Why are you this person? Like, why do you do these things?
Well, if you would have allowed me to get into my point before jumping down my throat about my psychotic fucking mind, I was about to say... I think a big thing that affects people like me, and listen, I will put money on this when I say that there are definitely people like me out there, right, that play a game and something in their brain goes, but you didn't finish it. You played it, but you didn't finish it. And because of achievements and gamer points and trophies, you feel like you haven't finished the game. Back in the day, we're sitting here and praising old school games because of the simplicity, how they was short, sweet, to the point, right? And we enjoyed that. It was 10, 20 hours at max. We had a grand old time. Then it gave us part 2, part 3, whatever the fuck, right? Okay. It's the same thing with achievements. They give you all these extra things to expand on playability, on replayability, specifically.
This is where I'm... All right. I don't achievement hunt. I don't give a fuck about achievements. I play a game. I finish the story. I play with my friends multiplayer, and when I get bored of it, I delete it. I don't give a shit. That to me is a finished game. I beat the story. I had fun with my friends. Bye. I don't need you anymore.
So why are you giving me shit about Battlefront?
No, but
because I went through the same thing.
No, because you did all the achievements and then deleted it, even though we were still playing and having fun with it. That's why I was like, why did you do that? I don't understand.
Because I was bored with it. You just said if you get bored of it, you delete it. I got bored of it.
Oh, okay, all right. If that's what happened, I thought you were just like, oh, I did the achievements. I don't need to play.
Yeah, that also wasn't the reason you were giving us for why you deleted it. You kept saying it's because you accomplished everything you wanted to do. You weren't telling us like, oh, I'm bored with the shit, guys. Let's play other things.
Yeah, I didn't know.
So it felt like it was a one-sided. Like, I understand we all play for fun, but I already did everything I have to do, so fuck you.
For the record.
Where you should have said, I am getting a little bored of this, so I'm going to get rid of this. Let's play some other shit. Maybe go back.
Like I said, I got bored of Red Dead really early. I was like, I'm bored of this. I don't want to play this anymore.
For the record, so you and everyone else knows, I said this to you guys, that I couldn't wait to finish the game and platinum it. Because I was only playing it for a specific trophy to finish the game. I said that numerous times. That the only reason why I'm still playing this game is to get this one trophy, guys.
So you never played it for us? All those times you faked it? I knew you never looked me in the eye the way you used to. Fucking faked it every single time, you son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
It was never for me. Tell me it was never for me. I want to hear you say it.
It was all for that slut trophy.
Is that slut trophy gonna keep you warm at night, you bitch?
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know how to fucking come back at that.
There's nothing you can say.
There's nothing you can say. Did you ever love me?
It
okay,
wasn't
well now I understand
you,
more. Because
it was me.
Now I understand more.
Jesus Christ.
I do understand more of what I can drop this now.
Can I just say,
right? But that's personally.
I also believed. I understand you guys were doing it way before I came in the picture or anything like that. But I personally, I'll tell you how I felt, and maybe John felt this a little bit. I don't know, but you two, as I've said on the show before, convinced me to get back into playing multiplayer games. I fucking did not do that shit. You made me get PS Plus. You made me hop on with you, and I had the time of my mother.
Made you life. Is saying a lot. Like we held a fucking gun to your head, my guy.
No, you convinced me too. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you fucking.
Convinced is different than made. We stated our points and said, "Hey, this is what we're doing, and if you want to join in on us, by all means, you should do that."
Dad, can I go live with you? All I'm saying is that
no. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Sorry, we got to figure out when to talk since you'd like to freeze frame.
Listen,
you guys all freeze frame from me, so I don't know what's happening.
Damn it. You guys do it for me every now and again. We don't have the kinks exactly worked out for this, but it's cool. So you're a dick. I felt Battlefront was a little bit sentimental. A little bit. There were a lot of fucking moments. There were a lot of fucking times. I felt like it was just a tiny bit sentimental.
Okay.
Because not only that, but I also just joined the show when we started fucking playing.
Okay, fine. Okay. So we bonded over Battlefront. Okay? I get it. I understand. Y'all feel some type of way. But guess what, guys? The video game industry is too large and in charge. It is vast. Okay?
Listen,
I am not a one-game guy.
You go fuck yourself. We need to play games again together. I need a Battlefront 3 with 1,000,000,000 billion trophies, so we never get bored.
With 1,000,000,000 billion trophies.
Listen, I got bored of the game. I did everything I could. I'm not a one-game kind of guy, Mr. Bob's Burgers over there. Okay?
How are we supposed to trust you with other games moving forward? Huh?
No, I feel like the audience now is like, do they not play games together because they hate each other right now? Like,
yeah. It's all of a side. We actually hate the shit of each other. That's why we don't do it live in a studio. We do it at home.
Yeah. I don't want to smell these guys.
Oh, especially after the workout I did today. Woo, boy.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, listen.
Yeah,
let me get to my original point. Can I get to my original point?
Oh, you had a point. Right, go ahead.
Okay. That people got fucked up heads, can't play games the way that they want to because they feel like they're missing out on what the game is offering. I think that the companies out there that put too much into their replay value, okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah, give us replay value, okay? Give us some end game shit, whatever, okay? That's fine. But some people do it like there's too much of it. There's too much of it, and you never feel like you finished the game. You never feel like you completed the game. That sense of accomplishment that we used to get with old school stuff. Okay, I know I'm going to sound like old man yelling at a cloud and all that other fucking bullshit. I get it, right? But not all games current day do it. But some do. Some don't give you the sense of completion.
So you're saying you need a sense of accomplishment in order to play a game.
I need to finish. In all senses of the phrase. Okay? Don't... The book was better. What an asshole. Juan just jumps in the chat and the book is better.
I don't...
Oh my god.
What are we doing? What is this episode anymore?
No, I think here... Oh, I don't know. I feel like
it burns me out. That's the point. That's what we're talking about, guys. Oh my god, with the format change, you're like, let's get a little more fluid with the conversation, but we went on 16 tangents. I couldn't even state my point. I'm over it.
So we got back to it.
Can I just say before we continue, little side note for us in the future. If we're gonna make changes to the show, maybe stop throwing those changes in each other's faces. Because holy shit, that whole meeting has come out right now on this fucking live.
Yeah. We didn't just pull back the curtain. We ripped that sucker clean off the rail. Just like all the dirty laundry, all the side conversations.
The fourth wall has been fucking bulldozed.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode because we're mentally
we do like each other, folks.
We do.
No, I don't even think we were really arguing, to be honest. We're just loud individuals. Yes. Anyway, so sorry for if you're listening to this through headphones.
It is what it is.
No,
I'm not.
I think that when it comes to I think everyone has their own nerd fatigue, nerd burnout, because for you in the gaming world, I understand what's happening there, especially because you're a completionist. Like, because you have to finish those, you have to really go through everything and do all the DLC and do all the, whatever, and all the achievements. And I can understand being backlogged a lot. For me, I continue gaming. I'll play games here and there. It's just I'll just keep going. You know what I mean? There's a new game came out. Great. I'll just play it. Let's go. I don't care. When it comes to, what are you laughing at?
I know Jordan's over here giggling like a schoolgirl. What did he say that triggered you here?
Because the terminology of this conversation is just fucking hilarious. It's like, Derek, I get it. You need to finish. You need to reach completion. I get backlogged too sometimes.
John's having a serious conversation to validate my point. Jordan's over here like, dick jokes.
Yeah, what the come on, grow up. Anyway, Stop stringing my schlong, all right? Let's go.
Holocaust Harry over here. What's everyone else on the show to grow up?
Listen, don't you dare blue ball John, okay?
Don't interrupt me. You're laughing. I fucking dare you.
Oh, man.
How dare you?
I fucking dare you. Anyway, I get your fatigue now. I understand why it's you're mad at the gaming industry for keep coming out with stuff, but it's
not that they keep coming out with stuff, okay? Don't get me wrong. I want new games. I want to play new games, but that's the thing, that they come out with games that I thoroughly enjoy, but then that game is so crazy. For instance, okay, I started playing Elder Scrolls, right? Okay. I got Elder Scrolls for PS4. And I was stoked on it because I was like, dude, I used to play World of Warcraft all the time. I heard great things about Elder Scrolls.
Much stuff in the game.
But that's essentially it. I started playing it, right? Then I just happened to be like, oh, I wonder what all if there's really an end to this. And there's 20 fucking DLC things that came out with it, hundreds and thousands of fucking trophies, and I'm like, I'm never gonna finish this game. I'm never going to finish this game.
And you can literally level up all of your stuff to 100. Plus, there's a ton of mods. There's all kinds of stuff. It's
it stresses me out. It stresses me out. It's too much. It stresses me the fuck out.
That. But it's really just because that's a game of traveling and adventure. That is very much if I talk to somebody's giving me a quest, I don't have to do it. You know what I mean? Like you're just gonna have a million quests in your log. I don't do 90% of them when I play a game. You know what I mean? Like
that bugs me out.
Yeah, like
I'm the type of dude that if I get a notification on my cell phone, if I don't clear the notification, it stresses me out.
Yeah, no,
I'm like that.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, obviously not everybody out there is like me because I'm a fucking crazy person. You know what I'm saying? But that's also it. Like, you know, the burnout comes from just all the different forms of this content, this media, all this other stuff, games, shows, everything like that. Just there's too much of it. And not only that, but if we're being honest, let's say, for instance, let's take Elder Scrolls for an example, right? That's a game that you could play forever. Yeah. You could sit there and play hundreds and thousands of hours into.
I still do.
And right, people still do that. I feel like if you do that, you don't allow yourself time to experience other games. That's why I stopped. Okay, Bungie's bullshit aside, right? When I was playing Destiny, like, avidly, 1 and then Destiny 2 and all that other stuff, that's another reason why my backlog was so big with titles that I did buy or that I did want to buy and play, because you can just keep playing Destiny. You can't just keep going.
The thing. All right, yes, you can do that, but that's definitely a you thing, because I play Skyrim. I have over 1,000 hours in Skyrim across all of the things that I have it on, and I managed to play a ton of other games. But while I was waiting for Near Replicant, I was playing Skyrim again. And I sat there and I was playing my old file, and I just like jumped right back into it, and I was waiting for a new game. And when that new game came out, I started playing it because Skyrim is endless, and because Destiny 2 is endless and you can keep doing shit. Like, it's got to be your fallback game. You can't make it your main thing. You just keep moving on to the next, and you never, like, you make it your fallback game. So it's like you always come back home. You know what I mean? Like, there's always something you can play again when you don't know what to play. Right? Like when you have like that moment of like, I don't want to play this right now, I'll go fucking jump on Destiny, or I don't want to play this right now, I'll go jump on Skyrim. You know, it's always there.
Valid point, and I know what you're saying, and I agree with you, right? Okay, we're talking about Nerd Burnout overall with everything, shows and everything like that. Okay, shows, right? The biggest thing is the spoiler aspect of things, not being able to keep up with stuff. So you feel burnt out by trying to keep up with everything, and there's so much to keep up with, and you don't want to get spoiled on things. Okay, that's it. Anime, I feel like that's kind of like a fan thing. You know, the fandom kind of is a little weird. The hype trains with all that. I just anime spoilers. I don't know why anime spoilers don't bother me per se. If it was like a movie or a show, I'd be way more pissed off. But like anime is like a whole different thing. Video games, okay, I feel that video games have to be the worst culprit when it comes to adding to that burnout. Not just for all the points that we just talked about, but because specifically with video games, there is a huge level of FOMO. I'm not just talking about for myself. You have to think about how a lot of these video game companies come out with their content. Seasons, content, and items that are only available for X amount of time. Events that only happen for X amount of time, maybe once a year. You know what I'm saying? Right. There are major titles out there, like, for instance, like Overwatch. I was so pissed when they did the Halloween event. You know what I'm saying? And like, I get it. It's a seasonal thing. It's a Halloween event, whatever. But when the second season, like the second year of Overwatch came out, and they did the Halloween thing again. The things from the first time weren't available. Even though it was the same season, it was the same event, it was basically everything the same. The specific items you can only get.
They ended up changing that, though.
Right, they ended up changing it. But for instance, Fortnite, as much as a lot of people want to sit here and shit on that, you have to think that psychologically speaking, they're geniuses. They're fucking geniuses, because you have all these little kids that are like, I need to get that outfit. I need to get that skin because it's not going to be available tomorrow or next week or next season. They really did. Dude, but that's another thing. That's another aspect of the gaming thing. It's just like, I feel like that whole fear of missing out, fear of missing something sucks you into a game, right? And then you're sitting there and you're like, if I don't play this, I'm going to fucking miss out on something that I really want and never get. And then you get sucked into this whole backlog situation we were talking about.
Yeah. Maybe I just don't get that. Like, I don't need any of that shit to play the game. You know what I mean? Like, sure, the costumes are great, and I unlock, every level that I level up, I get a box or whatever. And like, I don't know why I don't fall. Maybe it's I don't know. I don't know why I don't fall into that trap I know what you're talking about, and it's very real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I stopped playing Fortnite besides the tryhards.
Like season 3 for Rocket League.
Yeah, we just
I don't care about any of the stuff, so I didn't bother buying it because I don't care. Like there's nothing in there that I like or whatever. And even if it was later down the line of that battle pass, like that I wanted something, like I don't play the game that much to worry about, whatever. So it's like, I don't know. I understand that part of FOMO for sure, especially in kids when it comes to like, oh, I want to get that that thing so that people on my online. But then it's like, I guess I got to a point where in my life where I've seen that stuff so much now that I know that this game is going to go away in however many times, many years or whatever, like, and none of it matters.
Also, what is FOMO? I'm sorry.
Fear of missing out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have a kind of a theory on that as well. Derek, when you said, having a burnout with games and the fact that they're the biggest culprit of that as well is like, part of me thinks that it's the same thing I've been saying and why I don't consider myself in the games industry anymore and stuff like that too, is because like, there's also a massive lack of originality that a lot of people are not realizing. When you pick up a game, right, and you've never played this game before, but you understand the dichotomy of the game. You understand, and a lot of this stuff could be like not of your knowing. What is that word? Where it's like psychologically you're just not aware of it, but like you're
yeah.
Subconsciously speaking, there's a lot of things in games that happen that do not that are like similar to other games. Like I just started on you guys' suggestion, Horizon Zero Dawn, right?
Right.
And
fantastic game.
I'm really loving this game.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm loving the plot of this game, which I've not said about a game a very long fucking time. I'm very invested in the plot of the shit. And the thing is, like, did I do it again?
Yeah, it all caught up all at once. I was like,
I'm invested in the plot of it and everything like that. And, but the thing about it is I already knew what I was getting into. I knew that walking into, Horizon Zero Dawn, that it was going to be every other sandbox I've played. I knew that there was going to be fast travel. I knew that I was going to ready my bow with the left trigger and fire it with the right one. Like, this is the shit and I'm not saying that makes it the same as every other sandbox game. I'm really not. But when you take these mechanics and you don't do anything different or refreshing with them, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But there's a lot of repetition that goes on in the games industry that we do not pay attention to. Like a lot.
Or we're a fan of that mechanic in general.
Or we are a fan of it, yes, but also,
Oh, fuck.
Cat.
Like, sorry, he's like behind me, like fucking death staring me, like I did something, like I fucking
he's like
chopped off his tail or something.
He's ready.
He's chilling behind you.
He's like trying to
chilling behind you, like, where is God when you need him?
Yeah, sorry about
Where's
that.
your God?
Oh, here. Okay, I agree with your point that yes, maybe there is a lack of originality when it comes to certain titles and things like that. We can kind of see like how they are pretty much in line with other things when it comes to those genres and things like that. But I can't say that that's a bad thing. I have to agree with John more so that I think when it comes to like certain mechanics and the way that you play certain styles of games, I think you kind of hope that they're similar in those aspects because there's the familiar because they're familiar. Okay, yeah, thank you. Because they're familiar, that's what gets you into the game quicker. You worry more so about the plot, the character development, whatever else is happening as far as like the game itself. You worry less about getting to know the control. How many times have we picked up a game and we're like, how the fuck do I shoot? How the fuck do I do this? And you sit there frustrated for 20 minutes trying to just figure that out. And by that point, you're like, you know what? If you don't figure it out and you're just like, fuck this game. Or B, you're just like, I suck at this game and don't want to play it. So, you know what I'm saying? So not having familiar mechanics to some extent, I think is actually detrimental to a game. But I do agree when it comes to originality. Let's be honest. We sat here and talked about the Battle Royale wave that happens. You know what I'm saying? And that's all more or less the same.
Right.
It's you know what I'm saying? Like,
and yet all have that like fear of missing out shit with like seasons and all that other stuff. And it's like,
yes.
So it's like, I think it's really at this point, pick a game that your friends are playing that you want to play, or multiplayer, or pick a single player that you want to get into. You know what I mean? Like something that speaks to you in general. And just go for it. Like, don't worry about the hype train itself. If something looks interesting to you, I think it's important that you jump on it. You know what I mean? Whether people are talking about it or not. Like there's a couple of games out there, like I said, like Biomutant. Ain't no one talking about this game.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
I know one community that's probably really excited about it. But
I'm sure. No one's really talking about it, and it's from a big company, so it's like I don't understand. Whatever, and I'm sure that's a death sign, maybe. But you know what? I'm taking that chance. It looks interesting to me, so I'm going to take that chance. It's a big open world game. I'm sure there's fun and interesting things to do. And if there isn't, I go, okay, they shot their shot. I know that sometimes it's also hard because you don't want to just blow like $60, you know, like
yeah.
So I also tend to try a lot of the free games because I enjoy, what they're worth, which is nothing.
Right.
And, and if I have some fun, I have some fun, and if not, whatever. Like I got my money's worth out of Rocket League. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, definitely,
absolutely.
You know.
I don't know, man. It's just like there's so much shit out there that you can just sit and consume and spend hours trying to go through shows you want to complete and watch without being spoiled, animes that everyone's fucking talking about, and then you end up being late to the game, like me. There's so many fucking video games, and they get you in all these crazy fucking traps as far as like their longevity and replayability and everything like that. Like, that's essentially it, man. Like, between people in general, hype trains, spoilers, just way too much shit happening way too quickly.
Yeah.
I sit here and I'm just like, I'm fucking tired of it. I'm tired of all of it.
I can equate this to something. A lot of people are going to laugh, but this is like a real thing. Look at like how a lot of people like to say that things like porn ruins things like romance. Think about that for a second. We live in an age right now. We are living in the age right now where if I want to see some titties, bam. Like I can just do that. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of people say that shit. I'm not saying this is not my politics. Like, oh, I think this is true or not true. But it's like psychologically when you think about shit like that, a lot of people feel like, when shit is so readily available to you, you're just consuming whatever the hell, and you didn't really like work for any of it. You know what I mean? You didn't really have any perspective on like, oh, perhaps maybe I did this thing where, I went out of my way to get this thing that I wanted to have or to play or whatever. So in that respect, that's kind of what I see what you're saying. Like, there's so much of it, and there's so much shit that's readily available that the enjoyment and the nostalgia and all the stuff you once had as a child where you were limited by shit. Video games were amazing when you were a fucking kid. You go buy a game, and the whole ride home, you're just looking at the box, and you're like,
even though they
shit.
weren't.
They were. Shut up.
Some of them were great.
Shut up. Keep going, Jordan. Don't listen to him.
Yeah, you don't like the N64. Okay. So what I'm saying is, It's fine. I get it. No, all I'm saying is like, you were blown away by shit. You went to Blockbuster or some shit. I remember those days, man. Going there, renting or buying a game.
Yeah.
You're just looking at it. You're just like, oh my God. And, you're looking at the box the whole ride home, because this is not a thing that is readily available to you every day for the rest of your life. We have now evolved ourselves now into a world where I'm sitting in bed and I can literally pull up the marketplace on PlayStation and buy whatever the fuck I want. Literally whatever I want. Like, it's there's supply and demand and eating that shit.
Nintendo and Xbox. You know what I mean? Like, it's like literally everything you can do that on.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Yeah. So now it's like, we're out of the age where we had to work for things. We're out of the age where we had to work to court a woman so that I may see beneath her blouse. Like, no, dude, it's just Pornhub now. Like, it's a silly, easily laughable comparison, but that's what I'm trying to say is like a lot of people have psychologically said that's how people are. When something is too easily, readily available for you to just see and do and everything like that, it's like, come on, man. I don't know. I'm not saying it's bad either. I love the world that we live in. I love that I can do that, but it will have its effects on us, like burnout. You know, because we're just consuming. That's just what we're doing every day.
Yeah.
So,
100% agree, man. Definitely, accessibility is definitely like it's a double-edged sword. 100%.
Yeah. Sure. We love it, but it fucks us,
Yeah, yeah, no, 100%, absolutely. I don't know, man. I mean, so it's truth time for us, gentlemen. It's truth time.
Oh shit!
How do we solve our personal issues with nerd burnout? Okay,
I got it. Let's get naked. I love us.
Here's my thing. Okay. I have very much become aware of how crazy I am with games. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, because games seem to be my big thing, right?
Right.
I am going to start to play games without trying to complete them. I'm no longer going to try to play games as a completionist.
No, wait, hold on. Before you go any further, it's not that you don't have to complete them. It's that you don't have to complete them.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yes. Okay. So, like, for instance, for Ghost, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to play through, and when I beat the story, I'm going to put it away. I'm not even going to bother. Not even going to bother to look at what I finished or what I didn't finish. I'm going to experience the game, play through, just enjoy the story, and that's it.
Yeah, do some of the do the side quests.
Oh yeah.
Incredible. Go find some of the collectibles. Definitely experience that game, because that's an experience. That game.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. But I'm not gonna like bug out if I didn't get X trophy or Y trophy or whatever.
Right, you just unlock them as they come.
Yep,
exactly.
If you want to play the multiplayer, let us know, and we'll play the multiplayer, because the multiplayer is a lot of fun too.
It's very fun, yeah.
All right, no, I'm down with that. But because I
like
realized
a horde mode type of thing, it's fun.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. I realized that in our discussion, because like we were talking about like, the FOMO thing and everything like that, that doesn't happen to me with Rocket League. I don't know why. It's for some reason that's never happened to me. Like, I don't care about completing the battle pass at all.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just something I just never did. So I think it depends on the title when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something real quick. Do you play Rocket League without us or without other friends? Do you get into matches on your own just with motherfuckers you don't know online?
I do, but I don't really have a lot of fun, because I feel like a game like that is a game like I want to be loud with,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And say dumb shit and make stupid jokes. Like,
Yes, we do.
As we do. Yeah. Which everyone will see. You know, we have a bunch of clips from it. I just did the Rocket League stream prior with my buddy Jared. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be playing more this week on Twitch and everything like that. So like people will see that. But like I don't know, for some reason, like I can play it by myself, but I don't like it. Like I'll do one match, maybe two, and I don't really care. I don't really care to do that. But yeah, I don't know. I think as far as like games is concerned, I think I'm going to go ahead and just play it through. Just go ahead and just be like, you know what? It is what it is. Experience it for what it is and get the fuck out of your own head and stop feeling like you didn't achieve anything. Like if you beat the game, you beat the game. If you went from point A to point B and played the story and completed the story, then that's it. Then you did finish the game. So I have to kind of tell myself that. Right, exactly. That's the game, folks. Absolutely. When it comes to anime and the points I brought up about hype train and everything like that, I think, you know what? I don't care how old the content is. I don't care if it's something that's new either. I think that if it's a show that might interest me just overall, I think I'm just gonna watch it. I don't give a fuck about anybody, what they have to say. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna watch it. Like I started watching Demon Slayer, and that was really the moment for me where I was just like, damn it, like why didn't I watch this when it first came out? Because watching it episode to episode, right? I mean, I'm doing that with Attack on Titan now. I'm a fucking weird individual because there are things that there are things where I'm just like neurotic about, and then other things that don't bother me. Like Attack on Titan, I am on top of. I mean, until they release everything that's new, but like I am caught up. I watch that shit weekly. Like I would check for the new episode, and I love doing that. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was talking about it. Everybody was bugging out about like the new season, and that didn't bother me. But for like other things, I don't know why. Like it did bother me. So I'm gonna try to quit that shit. I'm gonna just kind of go with my own gut feeling and say, oh, that looks interesting, and go for it. And if it ends up being a show that I don't really enjoy, then it is what it is.
Great. So let me tell you about One Piece. So
oh God, no. That's too time consuming. I like the shorter 2-3 seasons, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Something I can actually get into and caught up with. And when it comes to shows and stuff like that, dude, like, I mean, listen, the spoiler thing is definitely like something that pisses me off and everything like that. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just gonna have to try to figure out just a way to kind of like maybe not sit there and binge watch, because I agree with you, John. Like binge watching sucks because you feel like you have to fit all of this time into like one day or anything like that. You know what? Fuck it. If I watch one episode 1 week and it's another 2 weeks before I watch the next, that's fine too. Like
it's one thing when we watch a show for this, we want to just get it as done as fast as possible so we can talk about it. But like every other show that's out there, like you take it a couple episodes. Dude, River and I started watching Hannibal, right?
Oh wow. Okay.
She's seen it, but she was like, it's really good. You should watch it. I'll watch it with you. So we watch like 1, maybe 2 episodes, if that, and then we turn it off and watch something else. You know what I mean? Like it's just like I try to watch stuff now that I'm watching stuff. I just do it at a leisurely pace because again, like I get overwhelmed. There's too much for me to catch up on.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like I might as well just handle it like people were watching it the way they were watching it, because otherwise I'm gonna I can't fit everything otherwise.
Right.
You know what I think is another pretty cool thing that a lot of us could probably take advantage of is, and they just recently added it like this week, the Netflix now has a shuffle button. It is under your profile, just play something, a literal button that says play something, and you click it and it just fucking puts you onto something. Obviously you can weed out anything that's absolutely off, like Barbie Princess Adventure or some shit like that. But
what's
like,
wrong with that?
Other than that, I knew he'd go for it. I knew he'd take it.
I have a daughter, bro.
He's a dad.
If it's not for me, it's for them. So,
but aside from that, I think it puts you onto other things, and it'll put you onto other genres too.
That's true.
To go back to your question that you asked, which was like, how can you avoid that nerd burnout? My answer would have been like,
filling your plate up with more.
No, with different with
something different,
different meals.
Right. check out different types of genres that you never would have touched on before. Like, I forgot about this, but years ago I watched a show that was just straight up like a romance type thing, and genuinely sat there and fucking enjoyed it. And I was like, what if I found something else like that I just usually never consume? I'm sorry, what?
I said, was it True Blood? Because that show was great.
True Blood. I'll watch it on your recommendation. I've never seen True Blood.
It's fun. God, I'm
One
sorry.
of the shows,
fathers watch True Blood.
One of the shows I never got into because of the fandom.
Yeah, the fandom's terrible. Yeah,
Harry Potter,
crazy.
Same thing. My son likes Harry Potter.
Oh, God, talk about bad fandom.
Yeah.
I've never gone into Harry
I'm
Potter.
sorry, we interrupted. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yes.
No, it's fine. It's just, and then the other thing that I would say is just a complete, like, I'm not trying, when I say this, I'm not saying that we're all like a bunch of like basement dwellers, but like a nice disconnect. And like, you guys do it now. It's like, obviously you're not connected or anything like that when you're on your walks or at the gym or shit like that. When I'm at work, that's my disconnect. I get to be in my element. I do my career. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your fucking thing, you know? So, and I think that taking that time, not just for like your weight loss or because I'm clocked in at my job, but also because like do it on your own time. When you have downtime, take your downtime and do something different with your downtime. Like, take that shit where you'd rather be like, okay, this is the time designated where I can watch like shows and just kind of veg out without feeling bad about it. Take that energy and turn it into maybe something different, and then come back to the shows and stuff at more spaced out interval. Like, that could be some shit that's like, I could watch Falcon and Winter Soldier right now. The last episode, I did this, like the last episode was on and everything. I had like when I woke up that morning, I had a quick workout in the backyard before I put it on. You know, I took my designated time. It was just like, you know what? Like, it's right there. It's not fucking going anywhere. Like, let me just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like making those small changes in the long run will stop us from feeling so overwhelmed about everything that is out right now.
I think that's good.
Yeah, no, absolutely, I agree, man. Breaking away from everything, I think, is definitely like the best piece of advice that we can give ourselves and anybody else out there, because I mean, that's really what it is. We get in our own heads, we feel fucking stressed out, overwhelmed, and everything like that. So to kind of step away from everything and be like, what the fuck am I doing right now? Like, what's going on? Like, honestly, with like the way that I'm consuming the things I normally love, why do I hate it all so much now? I think to step away, analyze the situation, go, okay, I think it's kind of a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm going to have to switch things up a little bit. That might go ahead and alleviate a lot of that pressure, a lot of that burnout, and you go ahead and start to enjoy things again. You know, so I think that's a great idea. I think something I'm going to implement myself, along with everything else that I said, because I need there's so much happening, so much going on, and just like I'm not only it's the outside elements that we talked about, but it's the internal things that are happening that are like kind of just completely just I'm fizzled, I'm done. I need a fucking break.
We could all use a break from consumption. I'm trying to get more involved with this one group online. They don't really see me as, you know, an equal. You know, they don't really see me as the right fit or whatever. I have tiki torches. I've got bed sheets. I can donate some stuff. Why can't we just have a conversation, guys? Whatever. Fine. I can get out. Stop watching so many movies. Stop playing so many games. Join a couple meetings, you know? I don't know what they talk about at these meetings. I'd like to learn.
Oh man!
Well, I feel like you wouldn't like the content.
I feel like it's not when they say it's not for you, I think they mean it,
and not in that way, just like in a different way.
Yeah.
So this is how we end the show tonight, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
A very terribly vague assumption of a very terrible thing.
At least John was direct about his, you know.
Listen, if one of you was making jokes about trying to join the clan, I think that joke works better in this area.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. You have that over-exaggerated swag that is necessary.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys.
Okay.
I'm burnt
Sweet.
out with this show right now. So we're
Absolutely.
going to call it.
Yeah, man. Nerd Burnout from this show.
I'm tired of you dumb assholes.
I'm tired of you. If it ain't white, it ain't
Judging.
right. All right, so
Judging. Wow. You know what the best part is? That John couldn't say, we're going to have to cut that. Because it's live, baby.
I'm so ready.
We're live on Twitch, baby. Every Sunday, unless the scheduling, of course, goes haywire.
Oh, it won't. I understand the power we have now.
Says the man that already is rescheduling our Dungeons and Sandwiches night. Thank you very much.
Eat my ass.
No, seriously though, to everybody watching, listening, tuning in, the whole nine, thank you so much. Sundays, 8:00 Eastern, live on Twitch. This is what we're going to be doing, the podcast. Stoked on the new format and stoked on the way that we're going to be presenting everything. Like I said at the top of everything, because we're doing everything here on Twitch, this now opens everybody to catch the content on our YouTube. Along with all the bonus stuff that we have up on our YouTube. Moving forward, we're going to be releasing new bonus content on a monthly basis. So there's always going to be something up there for you guys to go ahead and enjoy as you catch up with all the other stuff we've released. Here on Twitch, every other Friday. This Friday, we're actually going to be off, but typically every other Friday beginning on the 14th, I believe, because that's going to be next Friday. We're going to be doing Dungeons and Sandwiches, which is John's brand new baby for us here. Basically, if you like Dungeons and Dragons and you enjoy eating sandwiches, it's the show for you. So you can catch it live here on Twitch. Twitch.tv/PartyUpPodcast, of course. And then after that, on the off weeks, you'll actually be able to catch up with that show. All the full episodes will be posted on our YouTube. And for everybody that's tuning in or happen to catch us now on YouTube, don't forget that you can catch the audio of this podcast every Tuesday, everywhere podcasts are available. You can go ahead and check out the links on our link tree. That's linktr.ee/PartyUpPodcast. Everything there, social media wise, is available. And yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to move forward. We had a large discussion about how the show was kind of burning me out and everything else that was going on. So all these changes definitely put a new fire under my ass. I'm excited. And it's just going to be an easier way to present everything to everybody out there. So I'm stoked. I am very, very excited. John, you go ahead and throw in your plugs. I'm not sure. I think we're going to add those into the description as well. Sure. And all this stuff, but you go ahead and let people know how they can
put them down
stay
below.
in touch
But
with
some Beardy to love on Twitter. Wow, I'm terrible right now. I'm exhausted.
It's live, baby.
Yeah, right. Some Beardy to love on Twitter and Instagram. That's the number 2, not spelled out. GamingAccessWeekly.com, FableBeardCo.com, coupon code SB2L15. That's
Word.
Keep it simple, keep it easy.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right.
I got stuff. Can I say my stuff now?
Oh, you have stuff now. Oh,
yeah, bitch.
Oh.
No.
By all means, go ahead and let us know, man. What do you got?
What better way? No. Not as far as, I'm not like any links or anything like that, but I wanted to start mentioning that I was going to be on other shows and stuff, shouting out our show as well as making appearances other places. You can actually catch, I had an appearance this week on the Gunches podcast. A couple old friends of mine got together, started a podcast just about all sorts of shit. We had such a good fucking time that episode. I want you guys to go check it out. They're also on anchor.com/thegunches. And then I have another appearance where I talk about my relationship and whatnot on Disability After Dark. It is a disability-themed podcast that I was invited on, and we're going to talk about, my relationship with my girlfriend. Those of you who don't know, she is disabled. So we just kind of get into a couple things there. It's a very informative as well. It's not the most ridiculous thing in the world, but that one is actually coming out soon. So
Nice. Awesome.
Great.
be on the
Cool.
lookout.
Glad to know that you're branching out, Jordan, and
Letting
being
your wings
unfaithful.
fly.
Being a podcast slut. I'm glad that is your new career choice.
Are you a slut?
I guess we just don't do it for him anymore, John. Guess he's over.
Right.
He's burnt
That's
out on us. He needs a new love. But
This
it's
is coming
okay.
from the guy who just stopped playing Battlefront because it never fucking it wasn't about us. It really wasn't about us. It was because he had some trophies to go get. There was never any love. And,
Man.
Bye, everyone.
We love each other here at the Party Up Podcast, and we love you guys for joining us. So thank you so much. Check out all the links on the link tree, in the description, in the About Us. Do the whole thing. Share the show. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you all
Bye.
next week on the Party Up Podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.